The British monarchy has faced its fair share of drama, but few events have left the royal family and the public as stunned as Princess Charlotte's final warning during a tense family gathering. The young royal's statement, "I tried to warn her," was both alarming and mysterious, taking on greater significance in the days that followed. Charlotte's keen observations and actions hinted at more than just a child's intuition, they revealed deeper tensions within the family. What could a 9-year-old possibly foresee that would leave everyone in shock? Long before this shocking statement, subtle tensions had simmered between Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton, and even the young Princess Charlotte herself. These underlying frictions eventually culminated in an incident that shocked everyone. One of the earliest cracks appeared during Meghan Markle's wedding to Prince Harry in 2018. Though the event was intended to be a celebration of love and unity, behind the scenes, a less harmonious story unfolded. According to reports, Meghan and the Duchess of Cambridge clashed over the attire of the young bridesmaids, including 3-year-old Princess Charlotte. Meghan allegedly criticized Charlotte's dress, calling it ill-fitting and unsuitable for the grand occasion. The remarks reportedly reduced Kate to tears, offering a rare glimpse of vulnerability from the otherwise composed Duchess. For Charlotte, even at such a young age, the incident seemed to leave a lasting impact. Known for her bright and bubbly personality, she appeared visibly subdued on the wedding day. Photographs captured her with a downcast expression, a stark contrast to the joyous atmosphere. Some observers speculated that Charlotte may have sensed the tension between her mother and her aunt by marriage, an intuition that would later become a hallmark of her role within the family. Reports suggest that Meghan's treatment of Charlotte extended beyond the wedding day. At family events, Meghan's demeanor, whether perceived as cool or inattentive, occasionally left Charlotte feeling uneasy. Kate reportedly took note and often ensured Charlotte was shielded from situations that might upset her. Over the years, these moments contributed to a growing divide, and Charlotte began to exhibit a watchful demeanor, particularly in Meghan's presence. As she grew older, her protective and intuitive nature became more pronounced, with her actions often aimed at maintaining peace and stability within the family. The family gathering at Windsor that brought Charlotte's final warning to light was anything but relaxed. Tensions that had simmered for years were on the verge of boiling over. On this delicate day, 9-year-old Charlotte delivered the words, "I tried to warn her," leaving the family in stunned silence. From the start, Charlotte seemed unusually cautious around Meghan, her behavior noticed by her parents. She had an uncanny ability to sense emotional undercurrents, and this day was no exception. Her frequent glances toward Meghan conveyed both curiosity and unease. The tension reached its peak during a conversation between Meghan and Kate. Charlotte, seated nearby, focused intently on their exchange. Meghan, according to sources close to the family, appeared dismissive in her tone, brushing aside Kate's attempt to address a sensitive topic. Meghan's body language, crossed arms, fleeting glances, and clipped responses, suggested irritation. Charlotte, ever perceptive, picked up on her mother's growing discomfort. As the conversation unfolded, Charlotte's eyes rarely left Meghan. Her protectiveness toward her mother was evident as she quietly rose from her seat and moved closer to Kate. This small, instinctive act spoke volumes about her intuitive nature. The pivotal moment came when Meghan made an offhand remark that seemed to strike a nerve. Kate's expression shifted, and her composure slipped for just a second. Charlotte immediately noticed the change. Her young face hardened with determination as she stepped forward and said, "She shouldn't do that. I tried to warn her." The room fell silent, with all eyes turning to Charlotte. What exactly had the young princess warned about? Sources suggest that Charlotte had noticed Meghan's increasingly strained interactions with the family, particularly with Kate. Her intuition had led her to sense that Meghan's behavior was causing deeper divisions within the royal family. Her warning had been an attempt to diffuse the growing tension. Meghan's reaction to Charlotte's words was complex. Initially stunned, she quickly regained her composure and brushed off the child's comment with a forced smile. However, those who witnessed the moment noted that Meghan's expression betrayed a flicker of unease. For someone accustomed to controlling her public image, being called out by a 9-year-old, especially in front of senior royals, was an unexpected blow. In the hours following the confrontation, the mood in Windsor remained tense. Kate and William were seen taking Charlotte aside for a quiet conversation. Meghan, meanwhile, maintained a cold veneer of calm, though insiders later revealed that she privately expressed frustration over the incident. Kate Middleton was the first to react to Charlotte's outburst. Her instinctive response was to comfort the princess, drawing on her quiet strength that had long been a cornerstone of her relationship with her children. She knew the moment required delicacy. Prince William, standing nearby, initially appeared startled. As a father, he understood the gravity of Charlotte's words, but as the future king, he also recognized the broader implications. This was not merely a family dispute, it was a moment that had the potential to widen the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Senior members of the royal family who witnessed the event reacted with characteristic restraint, yet their unease was palpable. According to insiders, Queen Camilla later expressed concern about the escalating tensions, and King Charles reportedly pulled William aside to discuss how best to handle the potential fallout. The family understood that Charlotte's statement had exposed fractures that could no longer be ignored. Meghan Markle's reaction, however, was far less reserved. Being indirectly accused by a 9-year-old was not something Meghan had anticipated, and it clearly unsettled her. While she managed to maintain her composure outwardly, her forced smile and stiff posture betrayed her discomfort. Sources close to Meghan later revealed that she was deeply frustrated by the incident. She allegedly confided to Harry that Charlotte's warning felt like a direct attack, one she believed was orchestrated by Kate and William. Meghan reportedly dismissed Charlotte's words as the product of parental influence and downplayed the possibility that they reflected genuine concern. This perspective only deepened the divide. William and Kate were unwavering in their defense of Charlotte's instincts, viewing their daughter's actions as a reflection of her innate maturity and awareness, qualities they had always sought to nurture. Meghan, on the other hand, seemed to interpret the warning as part of a broader pattern of perceived slights and hostilities within the family. Prince Harry's role in the aftermath was equally telling. Torn between his loyalty to Meghan and his ties to his family, Harry attempted to mediate. However, his efforts to downplay the significance of Charlotte's words were met with skepticism by William, who saw them as a deflection rather than an attempt to address the root of the issue. The event also prompted discussions among the royal household staff, who had long observed the dynamics between Meghan, Kate, and the children. Some staff members reportedly expressed sympathy for Charlotte, noting that she had always been particularly sensitive to the emotional atmosphere around her. The real origin of the strained relationships within the Windsor family can probably be traced back to Harry and Meghan's wedding day. Intended as a joyous occasion, the day was marked by simmering tensions behind the scenes. One incident in particular cast a shadow over the festivities: Meghan's alleged unfavorable comments about Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress. This moment caused emotional distress and left a lasting impact on the young princess and her perception of Meghan Markle. According to widely circulated reports detailed in Tom Bower's book Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors, the conflict centered around the bridesmaid's attire. Princess Charlotte, only 3 years old at the time, was among the young girls chosen to walk down the aisle in custom-made dresses. Reportedly designed by Claire Waite Keller for Givenchy, the dresses were meant to exude elegance and complement Meghan's couture wedding gown. During a fitting just days before the wedding, Meghan allegedly expressed dissatisfaction with Princess Charlotte's dress. Sources close to the situation revealed that Meghan criticized the fit, suggesting it was too loose and did not meet the high standards she envisioned for her big day. Tensions escalated as Meghan reportedly demanded alterations despite the limited time available. Kate Middleton, already balancing the responsibilities of motherhood and her role as a key member of the royal family, found herself caught in the middle. She reportedly defended the dress design, expressing concern over the tight schedule and the stress the situation was causing for the children. Meghan's insistence on changes, coupled with what was described as a dismissive tone, allegedly brought Kate to tears. Tom Bower's book Revenge delves into this moment, portraying it as a pivotal clash between the two duchesses. According to Bower, Kate tried to maintain her composure during the exchange but was deeply upset by Meghan's approach. The incident occurred during a particularly sensitive time for Kate, who was still recovering from the birth of Prince Louis less than a month earlier. For Princess Charlotte, the experience was both confusing and unsettling. While too young to fully grasp the complexities of the disagreement, she sensed the tension in the room. Meghan's pointed remarks and her mother's emotional reaction left an impression on the little girl. Photographs from the wedding day showed Charlotte appearing subdued and somber. The bridesmaid dress controversy marked the beginning of a strained dynamic between Meghan and Charlotte. Although Charlotte's direct interactions with Meghan were limited, her observations during the wedding preparations likely shaped her perception of her aunt. Children are often more perceptive than adults realize, and Charlotte's protective instincts toward her mother may have been heightened by witnessing Kate's distress. This incident also highlighted the contrasting approaches of Meghan and Kate. Meghan, accustomed to the fast-paced, detail-oriented demands of Hollywood, had a vision for her wedding that left little room for compromise. Kate, deeply rooted in the traditions and protocols of royal life, prioritized harmony and her children's well-being. These differing styles clashed, creating a rift that extended beyond the immediate disagreement. The aftermath of the wedding drama lingered long after the event itself. Meghan's alleged comments about the dress and her role in upsetting Kate became a point of contention within the family. For Kate, the incident served as a painful reminder of the challenges of navigating relationships within the royal spotlight. For Charlotte, it marked the beginning of a cautious distance from Meghan. As Charlotte grew older, her understanding of the wedding events likely deepened. Family conversations and observations of Meghan's interactions may have reinforced Charlotte's protective stance toward her mother. By the time of her final warning, her memories of the wedding day drama were likely among the factors shaping her willingness to speak out. Tom Bower's account in Revenge painted a vivid picture of the wedding preparations as a microcosm of larger tensions within the royal family. The book highlighted not only the differences in personality and priorities between Meghan and Kate but also the ripple effects of their disagreements on those around them, including Princess Charlotte. While the controversy over a child's dress may seem trivial, in the context of royal life, it carried significant weight. It revealed underlying issues of communication, respect, and understanding that would continue to challenge family dynamics. This early experience of tension and conflict undoubtedly influenced the strength and clarity with which Charlotte later delivered her final warning. Her reaction was not just a child's response but a culmination of years of observing and internalizing the dynamics around her, fueled in part by the unforgettable events of Meghan and Harry's wedding day. Leaked footage and emotional displays of Princess Charlotte during significant royal events offer a revealing glimpse into her emotional depth and intuitive understanding of family dynamics. Her expressions and body language have consistently reflected her acute awareness of tension within the royal family. One of the most striking examples comes from footage captured during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebration. The event, intended to honor the late monarch's historic reign, brought together senior members of the royal family, including Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. While the public focused on the grandeur of the spectacle, eagle-eyed viewers noticed something unusual about Princess Charlotte's demeanor. As the family gathered on the Buckingham Palace balcony, Charlotte's expressions appeared noticeably subdued. At one point, she glanced nervously between her parents and Meghan, her lips pressed tightly together. The footage showed her holding Kate Middleton's hand with unusual firmness, as though seeking reassurance. Those familiar with the dynamics of the royal family speculated that Charlotte's visible discomfort stemmed from underlying tensions within the group. Another instance of Charlotte's emotional display occurred during Prince Philip's funeral. While the event was naturally somber, Charlotte's maturity stood out. Footage from the ceremony showed her walking closely beside her mother, her gaze downcast but alert. Observers noted how she stayed near Kate, occasionally looking up as if to check on her mother's emotional state. Her quiet presence as a source of comfort underscored her protective instincts, even in the face of grief. This footage aligns with accounts of Charlotte's intuitive nature, with family insiders noting her uncanny ability to sense when something is amiss. This trait has become particularly evident during high-pressure situations. In moments of visible family tension, Charlotte has often been observed positioning herself physically between Kate and Meghan, as though shielding her mother from emotional discomfort. A particularly revealing moment occurred during the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey, one of the last official events attended by Meghan and Harry before they stepped back from royal duties. During the service, Charlotte's behavior stood out. While other children fidgeted or appeared distracted, she remained notably composed, sitting upright with her gaze shifting between Meghan, Harry, and her parents. At one point, when Kate appeared momentarily distracted, Charlotte reached for her hand, offering a quiet gesture of reassurance that did not go unnoticed. Subtle as they may seem, these moments highlight Charlotte's protective role within the family. Her actions reflect a child deeply attuned to the dynamics around her, displaying a maturity that resonates with those who witness them. By staying close to her mother, offering silent support, or maintaining a composed demeanor during emotionally charged events, Charlotte communicates a sense of stability in an otherwise turbulent environment. Critics of the royal family have suggested that the attention placed on Charlotte's emotional displays might be exaggerated, attributing her behavior to simple childhood shyness. However, those who have studied the footage argue that her actions go beyond typical childlike responses. They point to consistent patterns in her behavior, stepping forward in moments of tension, offering comfort to her mother, and observing interactions with quiet intensity, indicating a deeper emotional intelligence. These traits align with Charlotte's reputation as a highly perceptive young royal. The footage of these events provides a broader context, painting a picture of a child who has long understood the complexities of her family's dynamics and consistently acted to mitigate conflict where possible. Her visible distress during key events is not merely a reaction to external pressures but a reflection of her deep concern for her family's well-being. The bond between Princess Charlotte and her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II was one of the most cherished relationships within the royal family. This connection not only shaped Charlotte's emotional maturity but also influenced her understanding of duty and responsibility within the monarchy. As the longest-reigning British monarch, Queen Elizabeth brought a wealth of wisdom to her interactions with the young princess, leaving behind a legacy of lessons likely to guide Charlotte throughout her life. From an early age, Charlotte displayed curiosity and composure, traits that set her apart. Family insiders revealed that Queen Elizabeth noticed these qualities, recognizing in Charlotte a spark of the resilience and intuition that had defined her own reign. During their private moments, the Queen nurtured these traits by engaging Charlotte in conversations about the history and traditions of the monarchy. One of the most poignant examples of their bond emerged during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. While the world focused on the grandeur of the event, behind the scenes, Charlotte spent valuable time with her great-grandmother. Sources close to the family shared that the Queen included Charlotte in light-hearted discussions, teaching her the importance of balancing royal duties with a grounded perspective. These interactions were more than casual exchanges, they were lessons in navigating the complexities of life as a royal. Queen Elizabeth's affection for Charlotte was evident in the thoughtful gifts she bestowed upon her. One particularly symbolic gift was a small brooch inspired by one of the Queen's favorite pieces, adorned with delicate floral patterns to signify beauty and strength, qualities the Queen admired in her great-granddaughter. Charlotte also received a collection of illustrated books about royal history, a subtle yet meaningful way to connect her to the legacy she would one day uphold. These gifts were more than material tokens, they reflected the Queen's belief in Charlotte's potential and planted seeds of confidence and understanding in her. Through this, Queen Elizabeth fostered a maturity in Charlotte well beyond her years. The loss of Queen Elizabeth in 2022 was a profound moment for Charlotte. However, the Queen's legacy lives on in Charlotte's emotional maturity and protective instincts, both of which have become defining traits in the years following the monarch's passing. Her role within the monarchy has also been shaped by the visions of her father, Prince William, and her grandfather, King Charles III, who both hold distinct perspectives on her future. As third in line to the throne, Charlotte's unique position balances proximity to the crown with a degree of flexibility, presenting her as an embodiment of the modernized vision of the monarchy championed by both men. For Prince William, Charlotte's upbringing reflects his commitment to reshaping the royal family to align with contemporary values. His vision for a slimmed-down monarchy focuses on a smaller core group of working royals, and within this framework, Charlotte is poised to play a significant role as a future royal ambassador. Her intelligence, poise, and natural charm have already been evident in public appearances, qualities William believes are vital for maintaining public trust in the monarchy. Having experienced the pressures of being an heir firsthand, William is determined to ensure Charlotte has the agency to shape her own path within the constraints of royal life. His parenting approach encourages her to explore her individuality while preparing her for future responsibilities, reflecting his hope that she will navigate tradition and modernity with equal ease. King Charles III, on the other hand, views Charlotte's role through the lens of legacy and the preservation of the monarchy's long-standing traditions. Having spent decades waiting to ascend the throne, Charles has a deep respect for the institution and its symbolic significance. He sees Charlotte as a bridge between generations, someone who can carry forward the values of service, continuity, and stability that have defined the royal family for centuries. Together, these complementary visions from William and Charles shape Princess Charlotte's evolving role, ensuring she embodies both the strength of tradition and the adaptability needed for a modern monarchy. Charles has a special appreciation for the bond Charlotte shares with Queen Elizabeth II, recognizing its deep significance. The late monarch's influence on Charlotte during her formative years instilled in her a sense of duty and composure that reflects Elizabeth's legacy. Charles sees Charlotte, one of the Queen's great-grandchildren, as uniquely positioned to embody the values of resilience and grace that were hallmarks of her great-grandmother's life. At the same time, Charles understands the need for adaptability in the modern monarchy. He supports William's vision of a leaner royal family and views Charlotte's potential role as a testament to this approach. Whether Charlotte becomes a full-time working royal or chooses a path blending personal aspirations with public service, Charles envisions her as a vital part of the monarchy's future, helping to ensure its continued relevance and appeal. Charlotte's recent actions offer broader insights into the challenges faced by the monarchy as it navigates the balance between deep-rooted traditions and the demands of a media-driven, modern society. The royal family is steeped in rituals and customs that emphasize discretion, duty, and composure in the face of adversity, values that King Charles III understands well. However, the monarchy must also contend with increasing transparency, public scrutiny, and evolving societal values, a dynamic William likely grasps best. Charlotte's behavior provides a glimpse into how the next generation of royals may approach their roles, potentially demonstrating a greater willingness to speak out within an institution historically known for its silence. This development highlights a growing sense of agency among younger royals. Unlike previous generations who were largely shielded from family discord, Charlotte has witnessed firsthand the fallout from high-profile tensions, particularly those involving her parents and Meghan Markle. Her ability to navigate these dynamics with composure and clarity signals a shift in how younger members of the monarchy may handle their responsibilities. While Charlotte may not inherit the throne, her role as a visible and influential member of the royal family will require her to balance personal convictions with institutional expectations. Her willingness to address challenges with emotional honesty rather than silence reflects a modern approach to family conflicts and suggests a broader adaptation within the monarchy. Charlotte's actions also resonate with the public's desire for authenticity and relatability among royals. Her protective instincts and openness to voicing concerns highlight her potential as a unifying figure who bridges the formality of tradition with the accessibility demanded by contemporary audiences. Additionally, her protective stance toward her mother and her readiness to address uncomfortable truths suggest a generational shift within the royal family. This younger generation may prioritize family unity and emotional well-being alongside their public duties, potentially reshaping how the monarchy presents itself in the years ahead. Charlotte's self-expression raises questions about how seriously such moments should be taken. Is her outspokenness a reflection of a modern royal willing to address challenges head-on, or is it simply the candidness of a child speaking their mind? Share your thoughts with us, we would love to hear your perspective. For now, that's all. Catch you in the next discussion.